people.
Where's my yak? Where's my yak? Oh.
The Zodiac Killer. Good Lord. One of the most infamous and elusive criminals in American history haunted Northern California in the late 1960s and early 70s, leaving behind a trail of victims and a legacy of terror. Despite the decades of investigation, the true identity of the killer remains a mystery to this day. This case, people, is one of the most bizarre and chilling in criminal history. Beginning in 1978, the Zodiac Killer targeted young couples. He likes them young, attacking them in remote areas. His methods was both brutal and people methodical, leaving no doubt in the minds of investigators that they were dealing with a cold-blooded killer. But what set this case apart and what continues to intrigue the public was the Zodiac's disturbing communication with the press. In 1969, the killer began sending a series of taunting letters to three major California newspapers, people. The San Francisco Chronicles, the San Francisco Examiner, and the Valley Joe Times Herald. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but we don't give a damn over here. It's a newspaper, people. Look it up. Anyway, these letters was cryptic and threatening, often filled with symbols and puzzles that seemed to mock law enforcement's efforts to track him down. In some letters, the Zodiac claimed responsibility for several murders and even promised more carnage if his demands were not met. He insisted that his letters being published in newspapers, threatening to kill more victims if they were ignored. He is not playing about, people. He is a smooth ass serial criminal. God damn it. The killer's demands weren't limited to just media attention. He also included disturbing threats detailing how he would commit further murders if the letters were not taken seriously. The chilling part, people. The chilling part of all of this, he seemed to follow through on his threats, with several additional killings occurring after his letters were published. The Zodiac's communication continued through 1974, making his case one of the longest running unsolved serial killer mysteries in history. Good Lord, people. Where's Jesus? Jesus! We need your grace down here on earth, people. Demons walk amongst us. Let's continue the reading. Over time, police began to suspect that the letters might not all have been written by the same individual. The case became a complex puzzle, with investigators speculating that multiple copycats could have entered the fray, taking advantage of the public hysteria and attention. Despite this, the killer himself confessed to 37 murders in total, though police have only been able to verify 7 attacks, 5 of which resulted in death. The verified victims, all of whom were murdered in cold blood, became part of the Zodiac's grisly legacy. These murders, the ones that fit his pattern, remain among the most notorious in US criminal history. Despite numerous investigations, extensive media coverage, and multiple theories, the true identity of the Zodiac Killer remains a puzzle that has yet to be solved. In 2007, DNA testing and other technology advances provided some new hope, but this case, people, remains cold, as law enforcement has yet to make a definitive breakthrough. To this day, the Zodiac Killer's identity is a haunting enigma, and his crimes are a grim chapter in the history of American serial murder.